the attacking side there, you see ALPHAPHIVE. Starting things off, we are going to see two players aggressively working on the Fly's side. It looks like ALPHAPHIVE just going to throw some nades here and then back off. Right now, it looks like ALPHAPHIVE just trying to get some picks here from the start of the round, but still nothing going to fall down yet. ALPHAPHIVE taking their time here, trying to make some important key picks here in this round, but Fly Society doing a good job of not giving them any intel, playing extremely passive themselves here on the global risk side, just holding these angles. Even mid is just two tight angles hold. We've got 1, 2, 3 here, just sniping this crack on the quad. His teammate there sitting in shadow. It's going to be Fats on, but it looks like the push is coming into mid. Here we go. The explosion into mid from ALPHAPHIVE. Albert going to pick up one as well. Just a great response here from the offense, getting those two early frags. He's going to be lit in the process as well. And now we've got it here, a 5-on-2 situation. As actually, we're going to see Hugh go down there as well. And now Glitta all alone here is going to be in a 1-on-5 situation. Not a whole lot he's going to be able to do here except try and retake this bomb site the best he can. But Burt will shut him down nice and easy, and that'll be a perfect way to start off here for ALPHAPHIVE. 1-0. Camu, what are your thoughts on that first round? It looked like Fly Society had a pretty decent setup, but then as soon as the push came, they just sort of shut down.
They really did shut down there. I mean, I don't think Fly Society was expecting it whatsoever. It was a great push from ALPHAPHIVE, and if they can keep working that mid, that's a great place to open up to take spots.
Now here we have it. Fatson taking a decent amount of nade damage there in the beginning of the round, but still no full commitment yet from ALPHAPHIVE. Still trying to play these early round picks and make something happen here. We actually have Burt, though, getting a little bit aggressive in water here, trying to get some intel. Looks like we may see a slow push into mid here, but we still do have two players in the water from ALPHAPHIVE who actually, they're going to work their way. They're just take him down. Ralph going to be there to exchange and grab a second kill as the trade will finally come in there from 1, 2, 3. And it'll be now a 3-on-3 situation here. Looking to go A side with the bomb. There they go. ALPHAPHIVE storming into a bomb site. They're going to take down both defenders. And now it's up to 1, 2, 3 here. Working his way over to the A double doors, trying to retake this bomb site. 3 defenders waiting for him here in the bomb site. Tasky grabs a nice headshot there on to Louis. Now down to a 1-on-2 situation. Logic sitting here nice and patiently, though, behind the forklift. May actually catch him off guard here in the end. He's running out of time, though. Has to make a decision here. He's definitely sandwiched between two players. He's going to catch Logic, though. That's the second kill. Just looking for the third. He's going to try and go for the defuse. He's actually going to see Monstar jumping behind the box, but he has no time. He's got to go for the defuse, but no. He's going to be out of time. He grabs all 3 kills, but the time will not be on his side. Unfortunately, there. Just played it a bit too slow, and that'll be another round up on the board there for ALPHAPHIVE. Man, what an attempt though there by 1, 2, 3 Camu. He tried, but just in the end, just, the time is a killer.
Honestly, I did believe, man, the time was a killer right there. He had the shots, he did take them down. He took them all down, actually. You know, he could have done it. Just a bit of a faster play he needed.
And now here we have, once again, Fly Society coming out in a very passive defense. Unfortunately, though, ALPHAPHIVE has been reading them like a book lately. In these past few rounds, it's just been ALPHAPHIVE storming their way into sites and taking complete control. Fly Society going to need to be a little bit more responsive here if they want to move forward. But right now, once again, continuing with their passive setup here in mid. 2 players on A and 1 player just passive towards the water. But it looks like we're actually going to see some A alley pushing coming out from ALPHAPHIVE this round. They've got 2 players grouped up here, getting ready to work their way in, but still, ALPHAPHIVE, they just like to run down the clock and try and put the pressure here on the defense. Definitely a smart decision. See if they can catch anyone off guard before they take a push. And right now, it looks like we're going to see some commitment into mid from Louis, who's going to be storming the front here. Louis will take that one. And here we have it. 2 players going to follow on the side. Make that free on the side of ALPHAPHIVE. Ralph finally getting the exchange. And now here we have it. Logic and Ralph going to try and keep this one alive, but Ralph will be taken down as well, leaving Logic here all alone, 1-on-3. Logic going to try and recover this round, but Fly Society with 3 alive. Going to make this a difficult task here, but Logic does have this scope in a hand. Going to work up onto the alley bridge. The bomb, however, is down, and Fly Society knows exactly what it is. Logic, though, going to dink one for the box, but that will be all he can do, as Wong Two Tree will take him down, and Fly Society getting a much-needed round there, finally up on the board. And now here we have it, 1-2 going to be the score as we go into round number 4. ALPHAPHIVE up by 1, but Blacklist being the slightly harder side here. ALPHAPHIVE definitely off to a good start. Now looks like we are going to see the defense once again playing the same setup, being a little predictable here, but still, it did work for them last round, so they are going to try and roll the setup again. But ALPHAPHIVE, they've got 3 players working up alley, and then we've got Bert here in the middle, as well as Ralph lurking here in the water. So it looks like we are going to see 4 towards A, with 1 on the lurk here, but we are going to have A actually only locked down by 1 player right now. He was the only one on A. This could turn out to be pretty bad here for Fly Society. The A coverage isn't there, but that's on the rotate. He's only able to get 1, and now it's a 4-on-3 situation. Fly Society has already completely lost control of the A bomb side, and here we have it. Glitta going to be lit by that mid, as Wong Two Tree will trade on to Ralph. Going to make it a 2-on-3 now. Logic, though, fairly lit, but both remaining players of Fly Society not with a whole lot of health to work with here either. And now here we have a 2-on-3. We actually have Glitta all the way rotating from mid, and they're going to try and pinch it here from ramp. Monstar will get 1. Glitta now all alone, 1-on-3. He's got to make his move now. The bomb is already down to yellow. He's going to have to try and he will take down Bert, now down to a 1-on-2, but he's Fly Society not watching their clock, and the time will run out on him as Logic will finally grab that kill. 3-1 going to be the score as we go into the halfway point of this first half. Camu, looking at the way this map's playing out so far, do you expect ALPHAPHIVE to pull even further ahead, or do you think we're going to see a little bit of fight here from Fly Society?
Well, ALPHAPHIVE's got a great momentum going on right now. Fly Society really needs to start picking up rounds and getting, a lot more happier than they are. And, the time, they really need to start watching that time a lot more, because it's running out every time. And even though they're getting the frags, they still can't have time to defuse.
They definitely do need to keep their eyes on that clock. They've had a lot of close calls just by not being aware of that clock. But now, Fly Society looking to recover here. Hugh going to pick up the first gun round onto Bert. So Fly Society going to draw out that early advantage. Now they just need to play it safe here. Bird will be the one who fell early, though. Now a 4-on-5 situation here. ALPHAPHIVE, they still have to be feeling pretty confident, up 3-1 on the harder side of the map, so they're definitely in a good position to take it here. But Fly Society looking to bounce back on this round with the man-up advantage. ALPHAPHIVE, though, still no commitment yet. Looks like Ralph here going to be rotating here towards the water, but he's actually going to decide to group up with his teammates towards mid. And ALPHAPHIVE, they do take a little extra time before they commit, but at the same time it does make the defense a little bit antsy, so they try to work that to get a pick. But unfortunately, Fly Society, they just haven't been over. I'm going to pick up 1. Monstar, though, will be there to trade, but here comes the rotates from Fly Society. And now they are just going to get pinched. Glitta going to pick up 2. Ralph all alone will be taken down as well. And now Fly Society finally puts up a nice clean round there on the board. And that'll make it 2-3 with 4 rounds left now on the first half. Fly Society, nonetheless, they're still keeping with this same strategy. 2 towards A, 2 in the middle, and 1 right outside of waters. It's definitely worked in their favor a few times here, but at the same time, I almost wonder if playing the same defensive strategy every round makes them almost too predictable. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, Callum?
It definitely feels quite predictable right now. ALPHAPHIVE definitely know what they're doing. They're very smart players, and they know how to counteract, especially someone, when they're doing the same thing over and over and over. But it has worked, as you said, a few times for them, so.
And now here we have a Fly Society with the ability to tie it up here on this round if they can just win it out. But ALPHAPHIVE has been playing pretty well so far. But last round they just lost on those early picks, but right now they do have all 5 up, but still playing very slow, trying to work whatever pick they can here to possibly catch Fly Society off guard. Fly Society, though, once again continuing with their passive plays here, trying to force ALPHAPHIVE into a favorable situation. But here comes the push out of water. We will see Ralph get out pretty heavily without getting seen. Logic, though, will be going to pick up the touch kill, make that a 2K. Logic working his way already behind the defense in mid, but it's just going to be a complete slaughter here as Burt picks up 2, Ralph picks up 1, and that will be an instantaneous death onto Fly Society from that push, making it now 4-2. Now, looking at the scoreboard, how many rounds do you think, realistically, if you're in the shoes of ALPHAPHIVE, to secure this just off this one half?
I mean, just winning 2 rounds is pretty good on this side, so them being up 4 right now, they're in a really good situation, and looks like they're going to be in a 5 very soon.
Possibility to be up 5-2 here, unless we see an answer here from Glitta. And here we have it, Glitta going to be stuck in a 1-on-2 situation. He's going to have to retake this A-bomb site with no help but his AK here. 1-on-2 situation. Both players, though, on ALPHAPHIVE going to be half health or less. So he does have a chance to make this happen if he can connect these shots, possibly isolate these 2 players into some 1-on-1s. But Bird, he's going to know exactly where Glitta is. Glitta knows it, but he has no time. Once again, Fly Society, death by the clock. He knows he's got to go. He has no time to stall here. Glitta going in to try and recover the round. He gets the kill, and he's going to have time to defuse. Fly Society picking up a vital round here, and that'll make the score 4-3. What looked like an almost unwinnable round there. We'll have a 1v3 clutch coming out from Wong2 Tree. How do you think that round got away from ALPHAPHIVE? It looked like they had a perfect round there.
You know, I eat my words, man. Glitta really did come out huge there, and you know, the time nearly was the killer as well, but with a quick thinking and good sprays, he did get the round. I don't know what happened there, to be honest with you. ALPHAPHIVE didn't hold it down the way they should have.
Definitely ALPHAPHIVE slipping up a little bit there, but now we have Wong2 Tree and they getting a 2K. Hugh going to be there to exchange one as well, and now Fly Society showing signs of life as Wong2 Tree picks up his 3rd kill of the round, and now Logic all alone here is going to pick up Glitta, but sitting on almost no health at all. He's in trouble here as Wong2 Tree will pick up a kill onto him, and just like that, 2 quick rounds go by, and now it'll be all tied up here going into the last round. Now here we have it, guys, the last round, but we're actually going to see some aggressive nades coming out, but Fly Society actually pushing aggressively into water here to try and get that pick, but not quite able to pick up anything out of that. But here comes the rotate here from Ralph. He's trying to get up behind him. He grabs 1, he grabs 2, Ralph from water. Oh my goodness. Grabbing 2 nice headshots there. ALPHAPHIVE now with an opportunity here as they storm out of water. Ralph unable to get any more, but Burt going to be working his way into mid. He's got control of it. Fly Society on track with their backs against the wall. Now 1-2-3 is going to be taken down by Burt as well. What a quick round there from Ralph's push onward. It just seemed like Fly Society was not able to respond, but that will be the score, guys. 5-4 as we round out this first half. Camu, what are your thoughts here after this first half? A lot of back and forth, but in the end, ALPHAPHIVE still managed to slide by with that half.
Definitely a lot of back and forth, but you know, with ALPHAPHIVE winning that half 5-4 on BL, it's not looking too good for Fly Society. Obviously, they do have a chance, but I do, as I said before, I think ALPHAPHIVE is going to win this one.
It looks like we'll be getting ready to hop back in here, guys. This is going to be the second half with ALPHAPHIVE up by just 1, but they do have the more favorable side now to sit back and defend and hopefully win this one out. They did win a great number of rounds to take home on that blacklist side, but still they can't afford to let that get to their head at this point. They're in the lead and they want to keep it that way, but Fly Society on the other hand, even though they didn't have the defensive half that they were hoping for, they still managed to get 4 rounds on the board, and they're not out of this one yet. They're going to put up a fight for sure here on this blacklist side, and now here we have it, a much more aggressive presence in mid here on the side of Alpha 5's defense, not holding back, trying to get these early picks. 1, 2, 3 going to be spotted already, and that's going to be a nice piece of intel there for the defense. And right now, still a lot trying to go down here in mid. Louis will pick up the first kill, though, of the half there. On to Wong 2-3, and that'll be a nice start here for the defense. Just playing nice and passive, but still pushing for intel here. Ralph just playing a fairly aggressive position here in mid, trying to figure out exactly where they're going to be pushing from. On the side of Fly Society, though, we do have Hugh getting some nice intel on water here, trying to scout exactly where they're going to be playing at on the defense, but still no commitment yet here from Fly Society. Looks like they are going to throw some flashes and smokes here for ramp, possibly looking to take mid here in just a few short moments, but it looks like we also have, I believe, Glitta here pushing up alleyway to get some intel as well, but the push into mid is going to be shut down by Ralph. But Bird will be taken down. Ralph still locking it down, but he's definitely in a tight corner here. Hugh gonna get 1, Hugh gonna get 2, and this could be a huge opening now for Fly Society. They have complete control of the middle of the map as they storm into A. Monstar not able to hold it off, and now Logic stuck with his back against the wall. 1 versus 3, he picks up 1, but he needs to grab all 3 here to keep themselves in the lead. Alpha 5 on the verge of being tied up here by Fly Society. Logic, though, going to be storming back here from alleyway. He's going to try and possibly throw them off guard here in this situation. Logic working his way up here. He's going to get 2 more to win out this 1v3, but once again, he can't let the curse of the time ruin him here. He's going to catch Glitta off guard. He knows it's a one-on-one now. Can Logic get the 1v3 here? No, Wong 2-3 will take him down. Unfortunately for Logic, that will mean the score is now all tied up 5-5. Fly Society, I'm not sure what they were able to do there in mid, but Cal, I mean, they brought it back here now, 5-5.
Well, I mean, the round went back and forth, just like this game is. And, you know, Hugh making those 2 amazing picks in mid really opened up the map for them. And Logic could not clutch it. You know, they really did need this round, and the chances are going higher and higher each round they get.
Definitely Hugh making some big plays there in round number 1 of this half. And now it's all tied up 5-5. Fly Society looking to win this one back on the blacklist side of things, which would be an incredible feat for them to come back on the harder side of the map here. But still, once again, Fly Society playing passive, trying to get some intel, but they are also working 3 players up the alleyway here. We've got Hugh and I believe Glitta here already pushed up towards this A-bomb site, where Monstar is actually the only player on the back of site. We do have 1 on ramp, which is going to be Burt, but he's focusing his attention very heavily towards the mid pick, but we do have 2 players pushing out now. Here comes Glitta and Hugh. They're going to see if they can grab Monstar here on the push, but Albert comes in for the support just in the nick of time to take down Hugh, and that's going to be a huge entry there from the defense. Now Fly Society going to be in kind of an awkward spot now. They're already man down before committing to any side. Glitta should have pushed up there and assisted his teammate, but now you have 3 half-health players on the side of Fly Society trying to recover this round. We're actually going to see, very interestingly enough, though, it's not something we see very common, an AK and ARM swap mid-round, though, between 2 players to see if Fatson can get this mid-pick here. Just gave up his AK, but it's definitely a nice confidence play to see. On the other hand, though, we do have ALPHAPHIVE just locking things down on this defense. There's only 30 seconds. Fly Society starting to get some pressure built on them. They have to make a decision here soon. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to force a site with enough time to plan. Monstar going to lock things down and mid with a nice kill. Ralph going to pick up 1 as well. And now Glitta and Fatson trying to pick up this round, but Logic and Ralph will shut things down and take the lead back here for ALPHAPHIVE. 6-5 going to be the score now. But now here we have it. 3 players storming in to mid here from ALPHAPHIVE. They don't want to give any chance for Fly Society to have early control here. But Monstar going to get aggressive in an alley and catch Fatson with his knife out. And now the round is just falling apart here for Fly Society. Already down to a 2-on-5 situation. ALPHAPHIVE did not want to lose that first round. And now Fly Society starting to feel the pain. Alpha 5 just coming back on them. But Glitta and Wong 2 Tree gonna try and recover this round with a nice 2K there from Wong 2 Tree, making it now a 2-on-3 from a 2-on-5. 3 players remain though. We've got Monster and we've got Logic, so it's gonna be interesting to see if they can still win this one out for their team. But Glitta and Wong 2 Tree, they definitely have a shot here now, recovering around Ralph. His position will be caught, but it's not going to matter. He grabs one, looking for the second here. He won't be able to quite connect it, but here comes his team for the support. Glitta going to be completely spotted here in a 1-on-3 situation now. Glitta still trying to work some sort of intel here, but the flank is actually already coming up alley behind him. They've got 2 players here. Ralph and Monster are both going to be working their way towards alley. Glitta, he's got to move quickly or he's just going to get caught from a shot in the back here. And here he goes. He's finally going to make his commitment over to the B-bomb site where Logic will be waiting. Still in a 1-on-3 situation. 59 HP to his name as well, but Logic, he's going to see him through the crack there. But Logic is going to spot him as well. And now Glitta, just on a small sliver of health, will fall to Logic, who finally peeks out and is able to grab that kill. And that will make the score now 7-5. Alpha 5 once again starting to pull away here. Just 3 rounds away from taking home Mexico and putting themselves one step closer to grabbing that final spot in the second round of the winners bracket. And once again, Monster going to catch a player in alley, but he will be there to trade, and here comes the push onto the bomb side. He's already got one. Wong 2 Tree gonna pick up another. And now the explosion from Fly Society has just proven to be too much, but Logic will turn it around. Nice 2K looking for more here. Logic, unfortunately though, will fall along with Louis to the spray there from Glitta, who picks up a nice 2-piece. And now, once again, Fly Society showing signs of life and looking to bounce back here with a score of 6-7, just 1 round away from tying this one up. Now here we have, once again, Fly Society just setting up outside of prep, finally not making that mistake of pushing up alley early and giving a free kill to Monstar. But still very passive plays here on the side of Alpha 5, trying to get the intel without giving up too much risk here. But Fly Society, they're in a situation where they need to start putting rounds on the board. Going to get a nice headshot there and make that a double kill. He's looking for more. He's going to spot one in the alleyway as well. But Ralph definitely already done more than he needed to this round and made things very easy now for the lockdown on Alpha 5. They just got to hold this one and win out 5-on-3. Hugh and both Wongs here are going to be the last 2 alive. And now here we have it, trying to get some intel onto mid. Wong 2 Tree going to be picking on this mid box, but unfortunately mid is going to be inhabited by nobody here. Alpha 5 falling back to just a very passive defense. They know with only 3 players live, if they force a push, they should be able to win these exchanges, no problem. Hugh with the bomb in hand though, finally going to be making some commitment here, but Wong 2 Tree is going to go down, and now it's already 2-on-5. Wong 2 Tree and Hugh left to pick up the pieces here. They are going to take down Albert, but still a lot to do to recover this round here. 2-on-4 situation down from a 2-on-5, but still 40 seconds on the clock. They've got to make their move now. Ralph is going to be sitting in the A side hut along with the Monster here, and that's going to be a nice easy shutdown there for Alpha 5, putting them now just 2 rounds away from taking home Mexico. Camu, if you are in the shoes of Fly Society at this point, what do you think they need to do to push this one back in their favor?
I mean, the way Alpha 5 is holding mid down is amazing. I mean, Fly Society really don't have a chance of mid. They've been so aggressive down many a time, but right now there was a counter. I mean, I do think they need to do some more splits around waters and try to play that out. The water isn't being watched too much by Alpha 5, so...
Definitely a nice opening pick there from Fly Society, though, to try and bring this back in their favor, but still on the side of Alpha 5. They're just 2 rounds away from closing out map number 1 here. And now Monstar and Ralph going to be locking down this A-bomb site, where it looks like we will have all 5 players of Fly Society shifting their way up here with... Actually, we've got one lurker here in mid that's going to be Fatson, but still, Ralph and Monster are looking to lock this down as the push comes in. Ralph and Monster about to get stormed by all of Fly Society. Let's see if they can lock it down. That's 2 kills on the board, and they grab all 5 here. Logic gonna rotate in to grab 1. Logic grabs 2, and Ralph will finish it off, and that'll be just a perfect hold there for ALPHAPHIVE, and exactly what they needed to put this now on match point. 9-6 going to be the score here. ALPHAPHIVE on the verge of taking home map number 1 unless Fly Society has an answer here and now. It's tie or die on map number 1 now for Fly Society. The early pick will go in favor of Fly Society, or excuse me, in favor of ALPHAPHIVE, but that nade there from Fly Society going to do a big chunk of damage on pretty much every player, but Bert with a 3K through the smoke. Incredible shots there from Bert, and now it's looking like an easy map to win this one now, unless Hugh can answer with a 5K, but Hugh picking up 2 kills. It won't matter though. Louis comes from behind there to clean it up, and that'll be it.